Eddie,
I'm going to try to drop a little bit on you.
Yes, please. We need the wisdom here. What is your gut feeling on where LeBron ends up, and also what other free agents could join him?
Well, I was looking at this question last night, and I was thinking, Boston would be a good fit for him because I want him to stay in the East. I don't want him to come West and have to battle through all these guys just to get to the finals. But Boston is kind of cap-strapped, so it's going to be tough for them to make some moves and keep some of the pieces without losing some of their very, very nice young pieces. So I look at Philadelphia. I'm not really feeling that. What's starting to come to fruition, I think, is Los Angeles is starting to look that way. We know he has houses out here. Can he lure another guy like Chris Paul, who's trying to lure him to the Rockets? Can he get a Paul George to come to the Lakers? Can they pull off another move and get another player? I think the Lakers are in position, and they have the assets and they have the flexibility cap-wise to make those things happen. And I think that's the reason why he probably will end up in L.A., especially with his business endeavors that he want to do off the court and after his career is over with. L.A. is the place for all those things. So with all that being said, the Lakers are starting to look like the front runners for the LeBron sweepstakes.
Looking at it, Skip, I don't even know if LeBron knows where he's going to end up. This is what we do know. If the Cleveland Cavaliers keep that pick, he's not going back to Cleveland. If I'm the Cavaliers and I want to try to entice LeBron to stay, who can I package this? Who can I give this pick to get a veteran player that could help LeBron? Okay, LeBron can go anywhere else with maybe not Boston and have a down year. You can't go to the Lakers and have a down year because they got too much history. They got statues of 6 guys that are living when you walk into that arena. So you don't get off time there. Because the expectation, be it from Mikan when they was in Minneapolis, become Wilt, to Kareem, to Shaq, to Magic, to Kobe, there is no off time with the Lakers. And it's great. I don't believe, as great as LeBron is, and they got some nice young pieces, LeBron and those young pieces are ready to tackle Golden State. It's also hard to see him going to L.A., Skip, he got to have talked to Paul George, and Paul George says, I'm coming, bro.
I agree.
We know Kawhi's made it's being reported that Kawhi's made it abundantly clear. In 2019, he's heading here. Well, that makes him very, very difficult because I'm not giving up a Jaylen Brown and a draft pick and maybe another player for a guy I'm only getting for 1 year.
It's for Boston
to give that. I'm not giving that up, Skip. So, yeah, L.A. looks good. But if you were to give LeBron James true serum today and say, LeBron, where you playing? I guarantee you, I can't tell you. I don't know. Because he doesn't, Skip, because there's so many unknowns.
Yep.
But look, L.A., everybody keeps saying L.A., got 2 houses out here and, his business, all that other stuff. Look, look here, Warren Buffett is the 3rd or 4th richest man in the world. He lives in Omaha, Nebraska. When you got that kind of money, you can live anywhere and do anything you want to do. So L.A., LeBron James is going to sell just as many sneakers from Cleveland or Philly or Boston or anywhere else he go as he would in L.A. Just because he's in L.A., he's not going to sell any more merchandise. But L.A. does look good, but he has to have assurances from Paul George or somebody that they're joining him.
So, I'm with that. As much as I believe LeBron James belongs with the Lakers, it feels to me like that's the perfect place for him to end his career. Like he was born to end his career in purple and gold. He doesn't want to be all dressed up in purple and gold with no place to go, as in no help there either.
Correct.
Right? Just a bunch of kids around him. And it's starting to smack of, are you going to go by yourself? Because I'm not so sure. Like Kawhi I don't think he's going to be able to force an immediate trade to the Lakers.
Right.
It just doesn't smell right to me. I don't think LeBron wants to wait a year for Kawhi because he's going to be in his 16th year next year. Does he really want to go play a year in L.A. with all that pressure, with no help to speak of, with no wingmen? And I don't know. I keep reading different things about Paul George. I'm not so sure that he's going to jump at the opportunity to join LeBron in L.A.
Okay.
Well, if he doesn't, who will?
Right.
Chris Paul has verbally committed to stay in Houston and is actively recruiting LeBron to go to Houston. Okay, so let's do that. Would I give them a shot? I would give those 3 a shot, Harden, Chris Paul, LeBron, of at least competing with Golden State in the conference finals. But the point I raised yesterday, can you really see LeBron living and playing in Houston? Because I can't. It just doesn't seem right. It doesn't fit my eye test. Does he belong in a Rockets uniform at the end of his career?
It wouldn't look right, but you know what? Also, they would have to deplete their roster to have it done. They don't have that much.
No Capella. Capella, you're going to lose Capella. You're probably going to lose Ariza. Probably Tucker.
So,
Eric Gordon.
With all that right there, now you got those three. That's still not enough to get over the hump.
Okay, so I told you there's one scenario that works in L.A. and only one, and LeBron would have to convince Kevin Durant to leave Golden State and join him in L.A. And I'm pretty sure Kevin has 2 houses in Southern California also, or at least in the L.A. area.
It would be fitting because what do greats normally do? What did Wilt do? Where did he end his career, Skip? Where did Kareem come? What about Shaq?
Okay, I buy that.
Hey.
No, I agree. That fits my eye test.
Yeah.
But you need a real wingman, and there's only one, and it's Kevin Durant. And if you could weaken Golden State and just in a shot, in a moment, strengthen the Lakers.
Oh, if the Lakers got Kevin Durant and LeBron, it's over for the West. Nobody can beat them.
Who would they put around them? Didn't matter?
They could put me and you around them. Me and you around them going to win 60 games. They put somebody else around them, they might win 74, 75.
And don't you agree, Eddie? Their games would fit. I think they're a good match.
Yeah, I think so too because, Kevin Durant is not like so much of a super alpha. He's more of a I'm a alpha. I'm a dog hooper, but personality-wise, he's kind of a secondary personality. LeBron is kind of like the same too. At times can be dominant, but at times could defer, and I think they will have a good balance right there. And they're 2 different type of players.
Yes.
Very 2 different. One is a real ISO player. You get him in that elbow, that free throw line extended area. He ISO you, hard to guard. LeBron more downhill, go downhill, get to the rack. Maybe shoot some threes if you go under. So I think they will mesh perfect.
Which brings us back to the East and your point of you don't want to leave the East and go to the beasts in the West. And with Philly, I would like them with LeBron, but I don't know if I would love them. I don't know if it'd be a slam dunk that they would win the East.
Yes. Would they be able to sign J.J. Redick back? That would be the question. They signed him for $20 million. They got 27 cap space. So they right now without signing him. So if they re-sign him,
LeBron
they able to sign LeBron. Yeah, so
you're gonna have to lose.
They're gonna go over the cap. It's a lot of bad.
Just signing LeBron gonna put you over the cap because he won max, so which is gonna be about $40 million a year. So what? No Redick. You probably lose Covington. You're gonna lose one of those bigs. Nah. Look, and what is?
As far as money, I think the Lakers is the one that fits the best as far as money and cap what, and you could maybe have some more pieces with you. Think everywhere else you're going to deplete the roster, and it's just going to be you, somebody. You're not going to have no role players.
It's going to be Carmelo Anthony going to the Knicks again, Skip. He wanted out of Denver so bad, but they had to deplete the roster to get him. That when he got there, he looked around like, "What the." No, bro, we had to give up everything just to get you.
They got him Iverson. What was left to Iverson?
Yeah, no, but they got Iverson in Denver. Yeah.
Oh, in Denver.
Yeah,
I thought you meant Denver.
No, but when they traded him to the Knicks.
To the Knicks.
Knicks had to give up so much to get him that when he got there, it was just
there's nothing left.
Nothing.
Well, I hear you, which brings us back to would he stay in Cleveland? And you brought it up yesterday. It's the first objective point you've ever made about LeBron James. You got to commit. You got to tell him yes or no, and you need to tell him before tomorrow night. Yes.
Well, they're trying to work out something with Kemba, and we'll give him that 8 pick, and Kevin Love.
Okay.
You to get Kemba Walker?
No, for Kawhi.
For Kawhi?
Yeah.
For Kawhi.
The 8 pick and Kevin Love.
And see, I don't see the Spurs trading Kawhi to the Lakers. Because then if you create a team over there, you got to constantly, that's who you're going to have to beat. Yeah. You created that team. I don't see the Spurs helping the Lakers out in that way. Now,
they might not have no choice. Kawhi's made it abundantly clear, I ain't playing for y'all. Because I don't want y'all to think I'm faking on y'all time. I might be faking on somebody else's time, so y'all don't have to worry about this anymore.
Well, that could get you sent to anywhere, to Brooklyn.
Okay.
At the end, and go get all their assets, or somebody that's losing. That could get sent. You could send him there for the 1 year and get some assets, and then
Brooklyn would be a fool, but I'm not surprised because they gave up all those assets for Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett. So nothing will surprise me about Brooklyn. But you would be a fool after Kawhi Leonard has told you he's leaving no matter where you ship him to, unless it's the Lakers after 2019. I'm not giving up my young picks, my young talent for 1 year. Nah.
Somebody might do that if they're in a playoff hunt, feel that they put he puts them over the top to win a championship.
Oh, maybe-
Somebody might do that.
I don't know, maybe
And that
not.
will be at the All-Star break.
I don't know.
I need
I need to reassess
break,
that.
the trade
Let me-
deadline.
let me
There's
real-
so many dominoes that have to fall
Yes.
after LeBron makes his decision. Do you think we'll be waiting a while, or this happens pretty quickly?
I don't know. I think the draft is going to kind of form,
Yes.
and let him get a clear view of what he really wants to do. So it all depends on what they do with that 8th pick. I mean, they could do a lot with it. They could end up getting Trae Young. That might help him out because he could play off the ball. Trae Young's a hell of a passer. I think that's his best attribute. Is his
That's
passing.
his only attribute.
All right, guys, we will see. Eddie, thank you so much for joining us.